Good morning. Welcome to net number 1030 on Friday, August 15th. This is a morning brew. This is N2BH, Bill and Phil Meyer, New York, along with Vicky, KE8VKY, on log for the first hour. Then we'll turn it over to Jeff, KE0GKF, along with Vicky, KE8VKY, on log. And then at 9 o'clock, there will be a second cup. Dick and Vicky. Let's see, some quick announcements. Tonight, YouthNet. Bring the children, the grandchildren, neighbors' children, third-party traffic. Get the kids involved and support the kids that are running the net. Saturday morning, 40-meter net, so net 245. And trivia net Saturday night at 11 p.m. Let's see, we already have a bunch of text check-ins. We have Roy, KA8BYU, Wayne, KC2NJV, Keith, W9QJQ, Jimmy, KD9YUZ, James, KQ4VLY, Ray, N3DQD, Adam, W9AFK, Gil, K4GDS, David, N6QDY, Scott, KY4NB, Eric, BE3XTD, and Stuart, KC1IFK. And the text line is open, which is 716-317-9050, or you can email text at ECR.radio. And the question of the day is, does your spouse or family listen to the morning brew with you? Excuse me. Let's take some mobile check-ins, mobiles only, call signs twice.
Kilo Echo 2, Charlie, Kilo Echo 2, Charlie, Kilo, mobile. Kilo 4, Kilo Zulu, KK4, KZZ, mobile.
Number 2,
Double get whiskey number 2, Papa, Kilo India 4, Zulu, Kilo Echo. Kilo India 4, Zulu, Kilo Echo, in and out.
NJT with the 8 November Juliet Tango.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Delta Quebec, KF8, EQ, in and out.
Is Sierra Tango Juliet, Whiskey 8, Sierra Tango Juliet, mobile.
Here is Kilo Yankee 4, Bravo Papa Alpha, KY4, BPA, in and out. Kilo Juliet 5.
Alright, let's hold up there. We've got quite a good list of mobiles.
In and out.
See, in and out, we had Michael, KY4 BPA. Michael, KF8 EDQ. Mark, KI4 ZK8. And Anders, KZ4 JN. Hope you guys all have a good weekend. Thank you for stopping by. We have Steve, W8STJ. Nick, W8NJT. Dan, W2PUT, Alan, N2ZVN, Mark, KK4KZZ, and Matt, KE2CCK, and we had a KJ5. Could you give us your call sign?
Kilo Juliet 5, Juliet Oscar Mike, KJ5 JOM, Bob in North Texas, in and out, thanks.
Hey, we got you, Bob. Hope you have a great weekend. Let's see. Let's go up to Matt, KE2CCK. Does your spouse or family listen to the morning brew with you?
Yes. Yes, they do. And as a matter of fact, it's happening right now. So, anyways, hope you're doing well and everyone listening. KE2, CCK, back to net control.
Yeah, very good, Matt. Yeah, doing well here, enjoying the nice brisk morning. Started out at 58 degrees and very low humidity. It's feeling great. Have a good weekend. Let's go to Mark, KK4KZZ.
Good morning and happy Friday. Made it to the end of the week. And I'm looking forward to this day getting over with. It's been a busy week for me at work. Anyways, no, my spouse does not listen to the Morning Brew with me. I'm mobile in my work van by myself. And so I'll send it back to Ned. Have a great weekend, everybody. KK4KZZ.
Very good, Mark. Well, hopefully you get to enjoy the weekend and relax a little bit, and appreciate you checking in. Let's go to Alan, N2ZVN.
Good morning, Bill. Everyone on the brew. And no, they don't listen to me, or listen to me. Yeah, they don't listen to me either. No, they don't listen to the brew. I'm heading into work by myself while the rest of the family is still home asleep. Something just doesn't sound right about that. At any rate, everyone have a great weekend, and please at the end. Back to next control.
That's just not right. They're still sleeping while you're heading into work. I hope you have a great weekend. Appreciate you checking in. One of our team members, Dan, W2PUT. Good morning.
Well, good morning to you. Yes, the missus just said she does listen. Just pulled up to our favorite, pick up a donut on our way north. Taylor, Michigan at the moment. Top donut. Good Michigan cheese. Back to you, W2P.
Very good, Dan. Hope you have a great weekend, and thanks for checking in. Nick, W8NJT. Good morning.
Morning, everybody. On that. No, she does not. Usually when I'm on here, it's that my workday has already started and I'm wandering around in dealerships, so some of the mechanics might hear you guys. That's about it. W8NJT, that's under control.
Very good, Nick. Hope you have a great weekend, and thank you for being here. Steve, W8STJ.
Bill, good morning, Vicky. Happy Friday to everybody here on the Morning Brew. And as for me, yes, my son will listen on the mornings I take him to school, and he gets a kick out of some of the answers on some of the questions. Definitely interesting. So, hope everybody has a great day, great weekend. W8STJ.
Very good, Steve. Hopefully he'll get licensed soon, and he can check in. Have a great weekend. See, we'll acknowledge some more text check-ins. We have Chuck, W3CVE, Charlie, NA2B, Charles, KD2YUI. Let's go up the top of the list here to Roy, KA8BYU. Good morning.
KA8BYU. The only family members that listen to the brew with me are my four-legged kitty cat and my other little buddies. They always listen. They're sitting here with me right now. Back to you. Hope to see everybody tonight on the youth net.
Very good, Roy. Glad to keep you company, and hope everybody gets the kids involved tonight. Should be a good night. Have a great weekend. Let's go to Wayne, KC2NJV.
Good morning, Bill. W50
and the rest of the group crew, JP2 and JV here. I'm sort of like Roy, the only person that listens is my dog, if he happens to be in my office, which currently he's on. Otherwise, it's just three of us, me, myself, and I. Have a great weekend.
Well, thank you, Wayne. Hope you have a great weekend yourself and appreciate you being here. Keith, W9QJQ. W9QJQ. Keith, you still with us? Yeah, you might be grabbing a second cup of coffee. Let's see, this is N2BH. Let's go to KD9YUZ. Good morning, Jimmy.
Everybody out there, it's just my two puppies and me. That's all we got here listening. Everybody have a great day. KD9YUZ, back to net.
Oh, thank you, Jimmy. Hope you have a great weekend. James, KQ4VOY. KQ4VOY. James, you with us? How about Ray, N3DQD? Good morning.
Good morning, Bill, Vicki, and the rest of the crew in there this morning. Yes, Anna generally listens. Sometimes when she's away, she has a bad internet connection and can't check in, but she generally listens. Although right now she is horizontally polarized and modulating the pillow. Back to net. This is N3DQD.
Very good, Ray. You don't want to disturb her. Have a great weekend. Thanks for checking in. Adam, W9AFK.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. The answer to that would be no. Too early in the morning, in my office, so the only other person that's listening are the four walls. W9AFK, back to net.
Very good, Adam. Hope you have a great weekend. Appreciate you checking in. Gil, K4GDS, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Unless we have a flight to catch, there's nothing else that gets the wife out of bed at this hour in the morning, so it's usually only me. And any of you that missed the town hall meeting last night, you missed a great conversation. I encourage you to come out and contribute your thoughts to the future of the ECR next month. K4GDS, back to net.
Yeah, they were talking in the Zoom room this morning. It sounded like it was quite a good meeting. Lasted quite a while and some good ideas. Have a great weekend, Gil. Let's see, let's go from Florida to California. David, M6QDY. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Bill, Vicky, Mr. Bluetooth, and everybody in the Zoom room. KDY. Yes, I agree with you guys. It was a great town hall last night. I enjoyed the thing. Answer to your question is no. It's pretty early over here, so they're sleeping. And, however, they do enjoy listening to the weekend. And stuff, so that's good. Anyways, back to you guys. Have a great evening, and, have a great day, and, TGIF and 680 back to the next.
Yeah, very good, David, and yeah, we understand it's early out there, and we appreciate you checking in with us every morning, and hope you have a great weekend. Scott, KY4ND.
4MB, Melvin's Barbecue Land. Well, hi, Bill. Thanks to Miss Vicky and Hot Brother Randall if he's listening. Out there this morning, answer's going to be no. The SWL is still asleep. Just the wildlife that's outside is all that's listening to me, and maybe a neighbor or two close enough to hear the radio. Thanks for the net. We appreciate it. Everybody have a good Friday. KY4NB, back to net.
Oh, thank you, Scott. We appreciate you being here every day, and hope you have a great weekend. Let's go up to Canada. Eric, VE3XTD. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill. Good morning, everybody. Lovely morning here. Cool, quiet. No, I'm all by myself at this hour of the morning, except for the birds and the dogs. And this is my time, and later on, when everything quiets down, she has her time. I won't interfere with that either. Back to you.
Yeah, very good, Eric, and I'm sure it works out well, and hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for being here. Stuart, KC1IFK.
Morning, Bill, Vicky, and all the baristas out there. I typically am listening when I'm coming home from work. I work 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Wednesday through Saturday. So I'm solo by myself, mobile, enjoying every minute of it. Thank you very much for having the net. Appreciate it. Everyone have a great weekend. KC1IFK, back to net control.
Oh, thank you, Stuart. We appreciate you being here every day, and hope you have a great weekend. Let's go down to Chuck, W3CVE. Good morning.
Morning, Bill, and Vicky, and everybody else on the brew there. That would be no, because she's on her way to work by the time this starts. Have a great day and a great weekend, W3CVE.
Oh, thank you, Chuck. Hope you have a good weekend as well, and thank you for being here. Charlie, NA2B, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Bill. Everybody on the net for Birdie and I in Tampa Bay. Currently 85. Going to be another warm one. And by the way, we're flying into Syracuse tomorrow for 5 days, so we're going to get to enjoy some of your cooler weather up there, Bill. Response to the question, yes, Birdie and I listen every day together. We discuss the question and come up with the right answer if we can. Anyway, I get a little exercise in this morning, and I got, I think, 3 Zoom DE examination sessions to give a hand with today, so maybe we get some more hands like. Anyway, thanks for what you do, Brady, and I thank you guys for starting our morning every morning. 7-3 Bill, and 2BH, and a 2B back to net.
Oh, thank you, Charlie. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and yeah, hope you have a great time while you're up here. Should be good weather. Let's see. Charles, KD2YUI.
Good morning from Syracuse, and put me in the guest column. Most of the time, she's right here next to me listening in, and we talk about the questions. It's a lot of fun. 73 all back to net control, KD2YUI.
Yeah, very good, Charles. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and appreciate you checking in. See, we'll acknowledge some more text check-ins. We have Jim, KD38TQ, Ron, KE2ARC, L, KA-BAC, Rod, WD8KOB, Gary, N8ZFH, and Mark, KE2EDS. Let's take some general check-ins. This is N2BH. General check-ins come with your call signs twice. November 0, Lima Uniform Victor. November 0, Lima Uniform Victor, mobile. Kilo Charlie 3, Lima Alpha Victor. Kilo Charlie 3, Lima Alpha Victor.
Kilo Tango 5, Bravo Tango X-ray. Kilo Tango 5, Bravo Tango X-ray.
Kilo Quebec 4. This is Kilo Julia 5, 46 Delta India Tango. This is Kilo Julia 5, Delta India Tango. Kilo 1, Lima Delta Oscar. Kilo 1, Bravo, Lima Delta Oscar. EOB in the mobile. Kilo 4, Victor Tango Tango. KK4, VTT. Via Echo Mobile. Kilo Charlie 3, Foxtrot Golf Delta. Kilo Charlie 3, Foxtrot Golf Delta. Kilo Charlie 3, Juliet, Kilo Zulu. Kilo Charlie 3, Juliet, Kilo Zulu, in and out.
Kilo Tango 5, Bravo Tango X-ray. Kilo Tango 5, Bravo Tango X-ray, in and out.
Kilo Delta 6, Delta India Quebec, KD6 DIQ, in and out. Kilo Romeo 4, Echo X-ray Victor. Kilo Romeo 4, Echo X-ray Victor. And the mobile. Good morning. Kilo Romeo 4, Foxtrot Papa Lima. Kilo Romeo 4, Foxtrot Papa Lima. Alright, let's hold up there, man. We got quite a list. Just want to verify a couple. The last one was KR4FTL. Joseph, is that correct? Yes, sir. KR4FTL. Alright, we'll get back to you shortly. We had John, KR4EXV, was in and out. Thanks for stopping by. We have Jinzik, VA3KTJ. Todd, KD6 DIQ was in and out, and Brad, KT5 BTX were in and out. Hope you guys have a great weekend. We have Bob, M2ISK, Ray, KC3FGD, Bruce, KK4 VTT, Patrick, KB2POB, Christopher, K1LDO. We had a KJ5 DIT, Matthew, is that correct? Yes, that's correct. This is Matthew from Arkadelphia, Arkansas. All right, we'll get back to you shortly. Let's see, we have Norm, NY1US. Samuel, KC5 BTX was in and out. Hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for stopping by. Michael, K5MPH. Mike, KC3LAV. David in the mobile, N0LUV. Let's see, some text check-ins. We had Robert, KJ4ZFM, Jeff, KE8SMN, and Chuck, N5CHB. Let's go to our mobile, David, N0LUV. Question of the day is, does your spouse or family listen to the Morning Brew with you? Good morning. Good morning, sir. Good morning to the Brew Crew. No, I'm on while I drive to work in the morning. So, anyway, I hope everybody has a great weekend. 7-3. Oh, thank you, David. Hope your weekend goes well and appreciate you checking in. Let's see. Let's go up to Jim, KD3ATQ. Good morning. morning, Bill Vicky and the Brew Crew. No, depending on the hour that I log in. At the first hour, she would still be sleeping. The second hour, she'd be up for her morning walk. So she's spared of my playtime. Back to the net, KC3, AT2. Very good, Jim. Hope you have a great weekend. Ron, KE2 ARC, good morning.
Good morning, Bill, Becky, everybody in that. And there to be no also. My wife has really no interest in the radio, and most times this time of morning she's already at work. So when I'm off, I get a chance, I get on there when I can. Everybody have a good day. KE2 ARC, back to net control.
Yeah, thank you, Ron. Hope your day goes well and appreciate you being here. Up next, one of our hosts, Dale, K8BAC. Good morning.
Bill, Dick, everybody on the Brew Crew. Most of the time, no. She's either on the way to work or she's almost on the way to work by the time I'm up and going. So usually we'll put her down as a no. Everybody have a great day.
Yeah, very good, Dale. Hope your day goes well and look forward to hopefully conditions be good tomorrow morning. Rod, WD8KOB.
Good morning, fellas. This is WD8KOB. The answer to your question is no. Hope you guys have a great time. Thank you for being here. WD8KOB.
Oh, thanks for being here, Rod, and hope your weekend goes well. Gary, N8ZFH, good morning.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and the crew. Beautiful day in southeastern Michigan. And my wife is still sleeping, which she usually does, so the net is about over. And the only time she'll hear it is if we're traveling somewhere. Please check me in and out, and ZFH, back to net.
Very good, Gary. Hope you have a great weekend. Appreciate you checking in. Up next, one of our team members, Mark, KE2EDS. Good morning. Vicky and the rest of the crew, happy Friday. And an answer to the question is no, my wife listen to the brew, but every time I come down from my office, or the shack, I should say, she asks me what the question of the day was. Have a great weekend, KE2EDS. Very good, Mark. I'm sure a lot of the check-ins get that question. Have a good weekend. Mike, KC3LAV, good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Bill. Good morning, everyone on the crew this morning. This is KC3LAV, Mike in Warwick Township, Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. A beautiful, bright morning this morning. Everything's nice and green. My goodness gracious, it's gorgeous out here. Negative to your question is just watching the radioactive Wonder Dog and myself here on the deck, listening to the Morning Brew. Thank you very much for having the net here, and we'll pay attention some more. KC3LAV, back to the net. We're clear.
Yeah, very good, Mike. Yeah, good morning. Be sitting on the deck enjoying that cooler weather. Have a great weekend. Michael, K5MPH. K5MPH. Michael, are you still with us? Yeah, might have been in and out. Let's go to Norm, NY1US. Good morning.
Yeah, morning. And everybody on the Brew Crew today. And
occasionally she'll be in the same room with me, and I don't think she's really listening, but sometimes she'll have to question or two about it. So I would say yes. Sometimes she does. So, back to that, everybody have a great weekend, and while I'm here.
Very good, Norm. Hope you have a great weekend yourself and appreciate you being here. Matthew, KJ5GIT. Looks like you're new to the system, and welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, I am. Quick answer to your question. My wife told me when I retired, I needed a hobby, and she occasionally, as I'm in a room with her, will comment, but for the most part, no. She doesn't have a hobby. But I do enjoy it. I've been doing it probably about a year. And I enjoy, whether it's digital or HF, I enjoy it all. 73.
Yeah, there's a lot of different modes to explore and have fun with. And let's see, if you have a good email on QRZ, you'll get a welcome letter from us. And if you go to eastcoastreflector.com, that's our website, and see what we're all about and all our different nets, and a lot of good information on there. Welcome, and have a great weekend. Let's go to Christopher, K1LDO. Good morning.
Brew Crew, this is K1LDO Chris. Mobile right now in between Jacksonville and Camp Lejeune out here in North Carolina. The answer to the question is no, but everybody have a fantastic weekend, and I'll turn it back over to Net Control from K1LDO.
Very good, Christopher. Drive safe, and hope you have a good weekend as well. Patrick, KB2POB.
Everyone, answer is no for me. I'm always mobile when I'm doing this. Have a great weekend, KB2POB.
Well, thank you, Patrick. Hope you have a great weekend as well, and appreciate you checking in. Let's go to Bruce, KK4VTT. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Kilo 4, Victor Tango. You don't want to open up that can of worms, because she'll start talking in the third party. When I first started, she used to talk to my Oma on a daily basis through third party using my call sign.
Third party, good morning, crew.
Hey, what you started. Yeah, she likes it. We've been doing this for 20 years, CDs and ham radio, and yeah, she likes it, but she won't get her license. Hey, you guys out there have a great weekend. I thank you for letting me have some fun. God bless. Enjoy the day. Kilo 4, Victor Tango. Thank you, guys.
Very good, Bruce. Tell her good morning from the brew, and come on, she got to get that license. Get her checked in here. You guys have a great weekend. Ray, KC3FGD.
Hey, good morning, Bill, Vicky, everyone on the brew. The answer is yes, the majority of the time. In fact, sometimes she even makes a comment in the background, like the woman just before. And, yeah, we discussed the question. In fact, I'm heading up to the wish shop right now, and the guys up there, some of them even asked me what the question was. Very interesting. So anyway, beautiful day here in Lancaster County, PA. A shout out to my neighbor, Mike, down there in Lidditz this morning. Great to hear him in there. Everyone have a great day, wonderful weekend, Back to Bill at Net Control.
Yeah, very good, Ray. Yeah, been mentioned in the Zoom room quite a bit, you know, people in offices and stuff that don't listen. Well, what was the question of the day, you know, and hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks for being here. Bob, N2ISK.
Good morning, Bill and crew. I usually to the brew. I'm listening by myself. Sometimes I have recently adapted very long cat that is like a circus cat. You think these are dogs. You can do things that some dogs can't do. Like sit up indefinitely and beg for food. Anyway, yeah, my wife has very little interest in ham radio, but it keeps me out of the way. Occasionally we have gone to some events like field day event, where she did actually get a kick out of learning a little bit about how to log stations. So there you go. Everybody have a good day. N2ISK.
Yeah, very good, Bob. And yeah, those animals, they learn different tricks to beg for food. You guys have a great weekend. Jinzik, VA3KTJ, good morning.
Good morning, Bill. This is me and everyone good night. My answer is no. I'm getting the patient who care about. I'm trying to unfortunately. I didn't have a great weekend except to sleep well. This is VA3KTJ. Back to my control.
Oh, thank you, Jinzik. Hope you have a great weekend as well. Joseph, KR4FPL, good morning.
Good morning to you too. I would label my family as unwilling participants, because they are listening. It's against their will, most likely. And the only one that's really interested in radio is my 4-year-old, and that's because he wants to destroy mine. KR4FPL.
Very good, Joseph. Let's see. Looks like you're new to the system. Welcome aboard. And if you have a good email on QRZ, you'll get a welcome letter from us. And if you go to eastcoastreflector.com, that's the website, and you'll see what we're all about. A lot of good information there, and hope you become a regular. Robert, KJ4ZFM. KJ4ZFM, Robert, you with us? Yeah, nothing heard. Let's see, we'll acknowledge some more text check-ins. We have Jeff, KE8SMN, Chuck, N5CHB, Walter, KE4NTG, Mark, N0CKV, Jay, K1MCL, Rick, N5GI, Timothy, KQ4EFY, Randy, W2RBC, Joe, KM4WZD, and Tim, VE3TCS. Let's go to Jeff, KE8SMN. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill. And this is KE8SMN. Looking down into Jeff. Big weekend here in Detroit with the Woodward Green Crew. Local ARPFC chapter will be working with some of the local police to be out on the street and help with security. KE8SMN, back to net.
Yeah, very good, Jeff. Hope you have a good weekend, and hope you guys have a fun and safe time. Let's see, this N2BH question of the day is, does your spouse or family listen to the Morning Brew with you? Let's go to Chuck, N5CHB. Good morning.
Morning, Brew Crew. Happy Friday. We made it. That would be no for the spouse. I'm in the car in the mornings, and maybe in a year or so when I'm retired, she'll be able to listen. So have a good weekend, everybody. N5CHB, back to Net Control.
Whether she wants to or not. Have a great weekend. Thanks for checking in. Let's go to Walter, KE4NTG. KE4NTG, Walter, you with us?
Sorry about that. My radio shut off for a second. I pulled the plug by mistake. Good morning to everybody on the brew crew out there. It's Walter from Hollywood, Florida. It's going to be a beautiful day. High about 92. And to answer your question, I've been ham for 23 years, and every time I go on the radio, my wife says that she is a radio widow, even if I pick it up for 1 second. So no, she's not very interested in this hobby, but what can I do? When I get out HF, unfortunately it's at night when she's sleeping, so she can't complain about that. But anyway, there's the answer to your question. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Thank you for running the net, you guys, and all the work you put into it. Much appreciated. It makes the morning start out fun. This is KE4 NTG, Hollywood, Florida. Back to Net Control.
Very good, Walter. Glad you got it plugged back in, and yeah, we appreciate everybody checking in, because without you guys, we wouldn't have a net and wouldn't be having this much fun. Have a great weekend. Mark, N0CKV.
Morning, Bill, Vicki, the rest of the brew crew, and everybody on the net. No, she does not listen in. Everybody have a nice weekend, and 0CKV back to net.
Well, thank you, Mark. Hope you have a good weekend as well, and appreciate you being here. Jay, K1MCO.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and the brew crew, and Jay, K1MCO. The answer to my question is yes. My wife has listened to the net with me on the car, and sometimes at home, because I got my shot near the areas where she's around. Send it back to you. Hope everybody got a great weekend. This is K1MCO.
Yeah, very good, Jay. Hope you guys have a good weekend and appreciate you checking in with us. Rick, N5GI.
Well, good morning, Bill, Vicky, and the rest of the brew crew. Happy Friday to everyone. The answer is no. I'm usually out like I am today, walking our little dog with the handheld. So when I pick up the handheld, my little dog knows it's time to go for a walk, so she diligently listens. But the XYL, not so much. Back to net. Have a good weekend, y'all. N5GI.
Yeah, very good, Rick. It's funny how dogs pick up on our habits. And when I was volunteer fireman, we had a Samoyed dog, and every time the fire pager went off, he knew he walked right in his cage, so I'd shut the door and go to the call. Have a great weekend. Timothy, KQ4EFY.
Morning, Brew. This is KQ4EFY. Tim in Columbus, South Carolina. And no, my wife does not monitor with me in the morning on the brew crew. Back to Net Control.
Very good, Timothy. Hope you have a great weekend. Appreciate you being here. Up next, one of our team members, Randy, W2RBC. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and everyone on the Morning Brew. No, I live alone, but I listen to the crew on that show. weekend. That's Net Control, W3 to all, W2, RBC.
Well, thank you, Randy. Hope you have a good weekend as well, and hopefully we'll see you this afternoon. Joe, KM4 WZD, good morning.
Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Vicki. Good morning to the crew. No, the Princess sleeps in a little bit. He's not usually up and about until the morning brew has kind of come and gone, or at least my participation in the morning brew has come and gone. So, no, unfortunately, this is a solo effort for me. Everybody have a great weekend. Happy Friday. I'll take care. It's KM4 WZD. Back to net.
Very good, Joe. Hope you have a great weekend. Appreciate you checking in. Tim, VE3 TCS.
No, my wife does not do the morning brew. She does a lot of other stuff. We never together. We might cross the morning. Anyhow, back to that. Everybody have a great weekend. Take care.
Well, thank you, Tim. Hope you enjoy your weekend, and thanks for being here. Robert, KJ4, ZFM.
Well, good morning to everyone on the Blue Crew, and I apologize on the first call. I happened to lay the phone down and go in the other room to put my shoes and socks on. Good morning to everyone. The answer to the question, no. Happen to be unmarried at the moment, but that wouldn't be a bad idea, man, to have the spouse in there with you. Everyone have a blessed day out there on the Blue Crew. Thank you guys, Vicky and everyone else. You guys have a blessed day. KJ4ZFM.
No problem, Robert. Glad you came back to us, and hope you have a good weekend as well. We'll acknowledge more text check-ins. We have Bill, KR4CKC, Mike, K6AAN, and Douglas, KC0EQA. Let's take some general check-ins, call signs twice.
KD4DRP, OMA, Delta 4, Delta Romeo Papa.
Headed out. 2 CJM, W2 CJM Mobile.
Charlie 5, Charlie 0X, K35CZX.
0 Delta 2 November Lima Mobile, KD2NL Mobile.
Mobile.
Go Sierra Mike.
Alright, let's hold up there. We got a couple corrections to make. The last station was a SM. Could you give us your call sign?
November 4, Romeo Sierra Mike. November 4, Romeo Sierra Mike.
Alright, we got you, Richard. Get back to you shortly. We have Jeff, M2VLK, Chip, KD2NL in the mobiles, Bob, K2TV, Daryl, KC5CZX, Charles, W2CJM in the mobile, Mike, W701H was in and out. Thank you for stopping by. And we have David, KD4DRP. And we have some other text check-ins that Vicky will get logged, but let's go to our mobiles. Charles, W2CJM. This M2BH, and the question of the day is, does your spouse or family listen to the morning brew with you?
Bill, Vicky, everybody on the brew, the answer is no, because I am working in the morning. Have a great week, everybody. Be safe. Thanks for doing the net.
Yeah, thank you, Charles. Hope you have a good weekend as well. Let's go to Chip in the mobile, K2NL.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and the rest of the crew. No, she's still asleep when I'm on the road heading to work, so she doesn't listen in. So they tell me for you, have a good day and a good weekend, and back to net, K2NL Mobile.
Yeah, thank you, Chip. Hope your weekend goes well and your work day goes well, and appreciate you checking in. Let's go to Jeff and 2VLK.
Buddy, I hope everybody has a nice answer to the question. No, my wife does not listen to the radio. Unless she's riding along and I happen to have it on, but that's not very often. And with that, I'll turn it back to you, and I'll say 7-3. And thanks for doing what you do. N2VLK Mobile. I'll be on the side.
Oh, thank you, Jeff. Hope you have a great weekend and appreciate you checking in with us. Let's see, we'll acknowledge some text check-ins. We have Danny, KR4FRR, Bob, KQ8U, Bill, KI5PMI, and Mike, N8HLN. We'll go up top of the list here to Bill, KR4CKC. Good morning.
Morning. Janelle, my wife, does not listen in, of course, in the morning, but fortunately, so my answer is no. You'll have a good day, 73, KR4CKC.
Hope your day goes well and appreciate you being here. Mike, K6AAN.
Negative on the wife listening. She is definitely in the radio. Back to the control. This is K6AAN.
Very good, Mike. Hope you have a great weekend. Appreciate you checking in so early. Douglas, KC0EQA.
Well, good morning to the Brew Crew. This is KC0EQA. Doug down here in Hastings, Nebraska. Not too much going on as far as that goes. The question, I'm going to say no, because I lost her two years ago, so she doesn't listen to, she never listens to me on the radio anyway, most of the time anyway. But anyway, back to net, KC0EQA.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Douglas, and hope you have a great weekend, and we appreciate you checking in. David, KD4DRP.
Good morning, everybody. KD4DRP in Gainesville, Florida. My ex-wife, she'd listen to the radio when I had it in the car or whatever, and at the house. Now, since we're divorced and all, I don't know if she would or not. And in reference to dogs, I had a dog I was training for search and rescue. As soon as I put a pair of pants on, he knew exactly what he was getting ready to go do. Back to the group. Everybody be safe this Friday and weekend. KD4DRP.
Yeah, they know our habits better than we do sometimes, I think. Have a great weekend. Daryl, KC5CZX.
Well, good morning to everyone on the crew. No would be the answer to the question. I am a empty nester and I'm just here about myself for a second. So back to net, KC5CZX.
Very good, Daryl. Hope you have a great weekend. Appreciate you checking in. Bob, K2TV, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Well, my wife Well, she is licensed in full experience too, and an NIE. Not interested in being on the air very much anymore, but occasionally I say, listen if I have enough. My wife wanted to prove that anyone can get a ham radio license, but you know, that's like the basic get a license. Which is not active, but she needs my logger in the mobile on HS for 2 years. So, anyway, everyone have a great weekend, and this is KCTV.
Very good, Bob. Hope you have a great weekend and appreciate you being here. Richard, N4RSM.
RSM, thank you. This is my 10th time to be on this net, and yes, my wife listens to it. We're an empty nest, and we've been married 50 years, and we sit here at the breakfast table and listen to the net. It's very nice. We enjoy it. Everyone have a good, safe weekend.
Very good, Richard. Yeah, we appreciate you being here and hope you're enjoying it and hope you guys have a great weekend. Danny, KR4FRR.
This is Danny, KR4FRR. Right this second, no. The only way that I can get on the program is echo link, and I'm not at home right now. I'm at work in the morning, so I have nobody around me, and I have earbud in my ears, and so that's it. KR4FRR.
Very good, Danny. Hope you have a great weekend and appreciate you checking in. Bob, KQ8U, good morning.
Morning, Bill, Vicky, and the rest of the crew. I actually live alone. I'm not married, but and they're pretty indifferent about the whole thing. But sometimes you sit there and live most of all you see them walk down the street and set up or even good
Very good, Bob. Hope you have a great weekend, and yes, there will be a second cup this morning following the morning brew. Bill, KI5PMI, good morning.
Good morning, everybody on the brew. No, my wife does not listen with me. The rest of the day, I took the day off, do some personal errands, so hopefully it's going to be a pretty easy day. Hope everyone has a wonderful day, great weekend. KI5PMI, back to that.
Well, I hope you get those errands done early and get to relax and enjoy the rest of the day. Mike, N8HLN.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and the crew. Coming to you this morning from the east side of Detroit, where it's clear skies and 70 degrees. Answer to the question is no, but she does know that there is a daily question posed each day, and she asked me what the question was and how I responded. So, there you go. Everyone have a great weekend. 73 from N8HLN. Back to that.
Very good, Mike. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Appreciate you being here. Up next, Ben, WDCZP. Good morning. Nothing heard. See this N2BH. That'll do it for me today. I'd like to thank everybody for checking in. Hope everyone has a great weekend, and we'll turn it over to Jeff, KQ0GKF, along with Vicky, and hope everybody sticks around for the second cup afterwards. Good morning, Bill. Great first hour. Good morning, everyone. This is Jeff, KE0GKF. I'm located in Omaha, Nebraska. Here in the middle of the country, we're looking for a high of about 96, 97 degrees today, and we'll be in the triple digits with the heat index. So supposed to have that all weekend, which is fine by me as long as I'm by the pool. We'll get right back to the list. And to round out this list, we have Dick, the Godfather. Good morning, Dick. WB2JPQ.
Well, good morning, Jeff, Vicky, everybody, Bill. No, I'm a lone survivor here. My wife doesn't participate in ham radio. I want to thank everybody that came to our town hall meeting last night. We went on for a couple of hours, and boy, a lot of great discussion. And really taking off. So, what is that, the second Thursday? So next month, come join us, everybody. And as was mentioned by Bill numerous times, twice I think this morning, our youth net tonight. Please, got a youth, try to get them involved in amateur radio, let them come in as third party. We're trying something, as I have mentioned previous, and come into our East Coast Reflector Zoom room with your child about 7 o'clock or thereabouts, an hour before the net at 8, and let them talk to the other youth. Maybe we can get them interested and let our youth that are doing the net talk to you kids. So see what you can do. Let's try to get it built up, but if you can't get into the Zoom room, at least participate in the net at 8 o'clock tonight. Thank you, Jeff. That's it from here. We will be doing the second cup at the top of the next hour. This is WB2JPQ.
All right, Dick. We'll see you in an hour for the second cup. We're ready for another round of check-ins. By the way, the text line is 716-317-9050. That's 716-317-9050. And you can email us your call as well at text@ecr.radio. That's text@ecr.radio. You can email us now, your call sign. Vicky will get you on the list. Speaking of getting you on the list, it's Fun Button Friday. If I get you on the list, come with your call sign twice and slowly for Miss Vicky.
November 5, Alpha Romeo Juliet. November 5, Alpha Romeo Juliet.
Call Hotel 51. Call Hotel 5.
Whiskey Golf Charles. Kilo Bravo 2. Whiskey Golf Charles. Mobile. Kilo Juliet 5. Delta X-Ray Bravo. Kilo Juliet 5. Delta X-Ray Bravo.
Kilo Delta 5, Zulu Papa Tango. Kilo Delta 5, Zulu Papa Tango. Echo Link Mobile, in and out, good morning.
AQ4, RQE, Kilo Quebec 4, Romeo Quebec Echo, in and out.
In and out. Good morning, Jeff.
KF8, CWL. Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie Whiskey Foxtrot. KF8, DIC. KF8, Detroit Rock City.
JC2, KHT, Kilo Charlie 2, Kilo Hotel Tango.
Okay, let's go with this list right here, working from the bottom up. KC2, KHT, KR4, CAI, KF8, VRC, KF8, CWF. Couple of ins and outs here this morning. KQ4, RQE, Matthew from St. Cloud, Florida. Matthew, have a great weekend, sir. And KD5, ZPT, Paul from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Paul, have a great weekend, sir, as well. KJ5, DXB, KV2, WGC. You were mobile, Kevin, you're going to be first, so hang tight. W1, G8, in IO this morning as well from Richmond, Texas. Have a great weekend. And N5ARJ. But before we get to Spencer there at the top of the list, let's go to Kevin in Homosassa, Florida, who's mobile. KV2, WGC. And everyone on this list, the question in review is, does your spouse or family listen to the Morning Brew with you? Over to you, Kevin. Good morning.
Good morning, Jeff, and to the rest of the Brew Crew reporting and Vicky. No, the Queen hasn't shown up this morning. As always, she doesn't usually wake up for another hour or so. And I only have one rig, and that's the mobile one. So that's why she's not going to be around. Everybody have a good weekend. Kilo Bravo 2, Richard South Phone, back to this.
All right, well, you have a great weekend as well. You're in good company. Almost 80% of us on the pie chart are spouses. Don't listen or have anything to do with the radio. Have a great morning. Let's go to the top of this list with Spencer in Houston, Texas, N5ARJ. Good morning, Spencer.
Good, everyone. Welcome to First Cup. And as far as listening or paying attention, the wife does not listen or pay attention. The only thing she does is say that you have strange voices coming from your office again. Back to net control. Everybody have a great day.
Or let's go to Hobby Lobby. I don't have to do that anymore myself, being a single man. Have a great morning. Let's go to Frank in Sugarland, Texas, KJ5DXB. What say you, Frank?
KJ5DXB, good morning to you, Jeff, Vicky, and everybody in the Brew Crew. This would be a no for me, too. Have a great day. Thanks for the check-in. KJ5DXB, back to you, Jeff.
I love ham-live radio operators. We're just a bunch of honest people, you know. Everybody loves an honest guy until he's honest. Have a great morning. Let's go to Brian in Warren, Michigan, KSA-CWF.
Good morning. Morning here in Southeast Michigan. And no, my wife does not listen in because I am at work and she is at her job. So, yeah, we don't get to sit around in the mornings together. Everybody have a great day. KF8, CWF, back in that control.
All right, Brian, thanks for checking in this morning. Have a great weekend, sir. Jack, Rochester, Michigan, KF8, DRC.
Good morning, everyone. I have an Amish girlfriend, and she always likes to listen to the Morning Brew. I told her no. Between day and day, she said no, because she would always want to miss work. And that's not right, to miss work every day. That's all I have. KF8, DRT.
Well, everything comes first before radio, right, Jack? Life, work, and all that stuff. And then whatever's left over, maybe a little bit of radio, huh? Have a great weekend. Larry in Castleberry, Florida, KR4CAI.
Hello, everyone. This is the first time I've actually used Echo Link, so it appears that it actually works. What do you know about that? The answer to your question is no, because I live alone, not even a dog. And with that, I'm going to Net Control, CR4, CAI.
Well, Larry, your Echo Link setup sounds great. Lock it in, and it sounds really good. You have a great weekend. Henry in East Islip, New York, KC2KHT. Henry, does your spouse or family listen to the Morning Brew with you?
Morning, this is Henry, KC2KHT, East Islip, New York. And no, they don't. My wife, every once in a while, will ask me questions she does hear, like, what is a repeater and something like that, but officially, the answer is no. So, back to the net, KC2KHT, out.
All right, Henry. Have a great weekend, sir. Let's go to Nathaniel, heading down south to Orlando, Florida, WQP. Good morning, Nathaniel.
Good morning to the brew. No, she doesn't. She did in the past occasionally, but not anymore. Back to Net Control, this is Whiskey, Quebec 8 Papa.
All right, Nathaniel, have a great weekend, sir, and thanks for checking in this morning. Bill in East Bethel, Minnesota, KFOMHN. Good morning, Bill.
Bit later, since we're in Central Time here and then Eastern Time there. So, yeah, I still listen in every once in a while, and she finds it a bit interesting. In fact, sometimes she'll ask me, hey, what was the question of the day when we sit down for dinner? And so, yeah, she kind of finds it a little bit fun. So, back to that, KF0MH10. Have a great day.
All right, Bill. Had a great morning, sir, and thanks for checking in. Let's go to James in Spring, Texas, AA5JW.
Well, good morning, Jeff and Vicky. Thank you all for running the net today. And good morning, Brew Crew. This is Alpha 5 Juliet Whiskey, James in Spring, Texas. Hanging out in the shack this morning because I don't have to drive into Houston. So that is and we're supposed to get some pretty torrential rain at some point today. They're thinking that we're going to get some tropical moisture slung up in here. So that should be fun and great for the yard. To the question at hand, no. If my wife can help it, she does not listen to the Morning Brew with me. She's listened to it maybe once or twice when she's happened to be in the truck as we're driving somewhere early in the morning. But other than that, she tries to not play on the radio because she doesn't really like listening to me play on the radio. With that, I'll say 7-3 and hand it back to Ned. Everybody have a blessed day and stay safe out there. This is Alpha 5 Juliet Whiskey in Spring, and we'll be on.
Well, all right, James, and tell you what, the flora and fauna down there sounds like it's going to enjoy the moisture. Stay dry. Have a great weekend. Doug, Homosassa, Florida, W88CLG.
This is W88CLG. Very good morning, everybody. And my answer is no. Just me here. So, with that, carry on the day. Everybody have a good one and a good weekend. W88CLG. Back to you, Jeff.
All righty, Doug. Thanks for checking in. Always good hearing you out there, and have a great weekend. At the bottom of the list, and we'll be ready. Vicki and I will be ready for another round of check-ins right after Bill here in Fort Myers, Florida. W8WHK. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning. It's 80 degrees here already. I think it's going to get warm. My wife doesn't listen. She's Well, Chris, she's sleeping right now. She's going to get up until around between 9 and 9:30 Eastern time. So she doesn't sleep. Occasionally, I'll have the radio on. She'll listen with me. And I ask her, hey, you want to check in as a third party? Nope, she doesn't want to do it. But she'll spend hours on the phone talking to her friends up north and family. So, not like she doesn't want to communicate. I guess she just can't use the ham radio yet. Okay, back to you, 7-3s. Everybody have a great weekend. This is WHWH. It's still early for me.
The best part of waking up, right, is waking up. As we all do at the Morning Brew this morning. Just keep the coffee flowing. That rounds out this list. Bill, you have a great weekend. Vicki and I are ready for another round of check-ins. Real quick, that text line, just put your call in your phone. Put 716-317-9050, 716-317-9050 in your phone. Put your call in there, and Vicki will get you on the log, and you can avoid all the pileups. If you would come twice and slowly, we've got a lot of connections this morning right now. So we know you're out there. Please come twice and slowly.
Whiskey 4, Papa X-ray, W4, PPX. 2 Alpha Charlie, 202 Alpha Charlie, in and out.
3YCF.
Remember, Whiskey 4, Whiskey Bay. November, Whiskey 4, Whiskey Bay.
VA3 CRF.
Golf and November 2 uniform Oscar Golf.
KJ5 India, Kilo Juliet 5, Mike Echo Lima, Jose in Austin, Texas.
November 8, Romeo Whiskey Foxtrot, that's N8RWF. Please check me in and out. That's in and out. Good morning.
KD2IWN, KD2IWN.
November Whiskey 3 United NW3U. Okay, let's go with there's a couple to correct, and I'm going to call for missed as well on this one. From the bottom up, NW3U, KD2IWN, N8RWF. Bill from Trenton, you were an IO this morning, Bill. Have a great weekend. KJ5MEL, K2PMS. Paul, you're an IO this morning. I appreciate you checking in. We all do. And have a great weekend. N2UOG, KC8FMT, VA3CRF, NW4Q. We had a station, a VA station out there. Question mark on that one. VA3YBS, something like that. You can correct your call for us. Some VA.
Yes, that was Victor Alpha 3, Yankee Bravo Sierra. Victor Alpha 3, Yankee Bravo Sierra.
Welcome.
Is also Victor Alpha 3.
Okay, Bill. Yeah, you had it right. We'll get to you here shortly. Hang tight. K2AAC, Art from Tonawanda, New York. Art, you IO this morning. Thanks for checking in. And at the top of the list, W4PPX. If we missed you on this go-round, we might have had a few pile-ups there. Only for those we missed, come with your call sign twice and slowly.
This is Victor Echo 3 Tango Golf November. Victor Echo 3 Tango Golf November. Tim, Windsor, Ontario, Canada.
November 4 Tango Echo Golf and 4 TEG in and out.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot.
Okay, we added N4TEG, Bill, from Margate, Florida. You are an IO this morning, Bill. Have a great weekend. KC8FMT and DE3TGN. I think I got all the other stations here. Let's go to the top of this list and let's go up to Don in Hollywood, Florida. W4PPX. Don and everyone on this list, the question in review is, does your spouse or family listen to the Morning Brew with you? Over to you, Don. Good morning.
Morning, Net Control. Thank you, everybody on the Brew Crew this morning. It's just me here, so I'm the only one listening. 7-3, hope everybody has a good day. W4PPX. Back to Net Control.
Don, take care. 7-3 to you as well. Bill in Dunnville, Ontario, Canada. VA3YBS. Bill, take the microphone.
Good morning, everybody on the Brew Crew. And yes, my wife takes an interest in the Morning Brew. She's always interested in listening to the question of the day and all the different responses. So sometimes she sits and listens with me. Anyway, 73 to everybody, and back to you.
She sounds like a keeper to me, Bill. Thanks for checking in up there in Ontario. Let's go to Jim in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, NW4Q. NW4Q, Jim, are you still with us?
Okay, I hope you got me now. Yeah, Tricia enjoys this, tells me she does, so y'all have a nice day. I hope you got me that time.
Well, we got you loud and clear, Jim. We got you. Let's go to Vern in Watertown, Ontario, Canada, VA3CRF. Vern, are you still with us, sir? VA3CRF, heading up to Canada. We'll put Vern in and out for now. You can always try again. Let's see. Let's go to N2UOG, Sal in Spring Hill, Florida. Good morning, Sal. You are our lucky 100th check-in today. Good morning.
Morning, Jeff, and Vic, and everybody else on the Brew Crew. 100. My lucky day. Anyway, the answer to the question is yes. My wife does listen to the Brew Crew. She enjoys it. She's also a ham. Her call is AC2FIR, and we both enjoy listening to it. Can't get on all the time, but when we can, and we can relate to the question. At least I want to jump in there. I'm encouraging her to get on as well. So, it's going to be another hot day, hot, humid day here in Florida, and wish everybody a great weekend. So, to UOG, back to Net Control. Thanks for what you're doing.
Right, Sal, and thank you for checking in. Real quick, there will be a second cup at the top of the hour in a little over a half an hour here, so come back and stick around. Say good morning to Dick and Vicky. It's Friday, so the second cup is coming up at the top of the hour. Let's go to Jose in Austin, Texas. KG5MEL. Good morning, Jose.
Good morning, good morning.
Jose, are you still with us? KJ5MEL.
Late response, but no, not yet, but she's gaining interest in it. You got to remember, it's only been little close to a month since I've been at this, and she'll ask questions. And in the morning, she says this is her best time to sleep, so we'll just let her rest, and I'll lock myself in the room. So, bless you all. Have a great, great weekend.
Well, they got to get their beauty sleep, don't you, Jose? You have a great weekend to you and yours. Let's go to Tim in Hamburg, New York, KD2IWN. It's Fun Button Friday, Tim. Push that button.
Oh, good morning, everybody on the Brew Crew this morning. Beautiful day here in western New York as we trudge into the weekend. Well, multitasking here at work, but no, I am the only ham in my family, so it is just me, myself, and I that enjoy the Brew Crew. And we will continue to as long as I can. Enjoy. Have a great weekend, everybody. 73 KD2IWN.
All right, Tim, you're in the 77% of us this morning by the pie chart that don't have anybody else that listens. You're in good company. Have a great morning. David, Garth, North Carolina, NWU. Good morning, David.
And good morning back to you and Miss Vicki and everybody else out there this morning. NW3U here. No, it's just me in the mornings. The missus sleeps in, and never really expressed a whole lot of interest in the radio. She tolerates it. 73s. Everybody have a good day and a good weekend. We'll catch you guys Monday morning. NW3U.
All right, David. Sounding good and crystal clear as always. Have a great weekend. Jason, Milwaukee, Oregon, KK7CSH.
Morning, everybody out there. Hope everybody's having a great morning. No, my wife does not listen. We get up at two different times of the day, so she's still getting her sleep while I'm getting up. That might change here in a little while. Her schedule's changed a little bit, but currently, right now, no. So, everybody is 73, and have a great day. Which kind of means the same thing, doesn't it? KK7CSH.
Okay, Jason, you have a good one. Have a great weekend. Larry, they're heading over to the other coast, Calamasa, California, E6MAE. Good morning, Larry.
Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Larry, KG6MAE. Still early, no sun up yet, but it's getting here. No, my other half doesn't listen to the Blue Crew Net because she's still sleeping. She will listen to other nets with me. Then she gets up, I know I do a couple other morning nets, and she's awake by then. So she'll listen to those and ask questions, but not this one. This is way too early for you. Thanks for doing the net. KG6MAE.
Well, as long as everybody understands, Larry, you don't enjoy radio, I understand. I'm good with that. Please understand that I'm going not to Hobby Lobby with you this morning either. Have a great morning. Anthony in Atco, New Jersey, W2AJV. Anthony, what say you? W2AJV. Anthony, are you still with us this morning? We will put Anthony in and out this morning. Let's go to Kevin in Bowling Green, Ohio. KF8DJQ. Kevin, what?
Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Vicki. Well, you know, the wife is not exactly, jumping up and down on the bed saying, come on, but, you're missing the net. But, yeah, she will listen to it here with me, until she has something else to do. Very good question. This is KF8DJQ73's back to net control.
All right, Kevin, it's give and take. A great weekend. Tim in Windsor, Ontario, Canada, VE3TGN. We'll try it one more time. Tim, are you with us up there in Canada? VE3TGN. Well, that's sufficient time. We'll put Tim in as an IO this morning. Richard, Grand Rapids, Michigan, KC8FMT. Richard, what say you? Okay, here we go with maybe another IO. Richard, are you with us this morning? KC8FMT. Well, Richard's an IO as well with Tim there. Have a great morning, Richard. Let's go to, let's see, we had Bill, who is an IO, N4PEG, Margate, Florida. Have a great weekend, Bill. Let's go to K8UFM. Randall, good morning.
Good morning, and good morning to everyone on frequency. This is KUFM, and that's a no, unfortunately. With that said, back to net control. This is a K8UFM, and everyone have an outstanding day.
All right, Randall, thanks for checking in. Have a great weekend. Good morning, Anna in Beaver, Pennsylvania, KD3HAN. How you doing, Anna? And does your spouse or family listen to the Morning Brew with you?
Good morning, Jeff and Vicki and the crew in there this morning. Well, I just got done with my QSO with my pillow, so I didn't hear the first hour, but I'm on now. And yes, Ray and I usually listen together. Everybody have a good day. KD3HAN.
A family that listens together stays together. Anna, have a great weekend. Roy in Livonia, Michigan, W8ROY.
Good morning, everyone on the Morning Brew. W8ROY holding on the freeway. What about you? No, not the ECR, that's for sure, but she lingers in the background with some of the other messages. She has an input that would be inappropriate for FCC guidelines, so I just keep her where she's at. Everybody have a great weekend. Happy Friday, everyone. W8ROY.
All right, Roy. Well, have yourself a great weekend, and thanks for checking in. By the way, everyone, there will be a second cup at the top of the hour. Say good morning to Dick and Vicky. Even if you don't have a question, just check in and say good morning to them, will you? Let's go to WB5ITT, Chris in Beaumont, Texas. Chris, good morning.
Good morning, sir, and to the rest of the Morning Brew. And I evidently missed the question, so I will plead the fifth on it. Whatever it is. If you want to remind me, that's fine. But just sitting here having my third cup, and hope everybody's having a good Friday, WB5ITT.
Okay. Well, Chris, we'll put you in as no because you're single, I think. So we're kind of guessing. But does your spouse or family listen to the Morning Brew with you?
Yeah, you're right. I'm single. My dogs do. I guess that's family, but they are kind of my fur babies. But probably no, unless you want to count pets. Anyhow, WB5ITT.
Yeah, Dick said in the Zoom room about 10 dogs. He's just kind of joking, but maybe you all do have that many. Have a great weekend, Chris. And to round out this list, we have Bob, Hamburg, New York, and we'll be ready for another round of check-ins. KC2, JZE. Tongue twister. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning to all. And my wife has a license, but has never picked up a microphone in her life and certainly doesn't listen to this.
All right, Bob. Have a great weekend. And that rounds out this list, everyone. Real quick, again, I know I've said it a couple times. Just like to say it now and then. Just put in your phone 716-317-9050 and text us your call. You miss all the pop-ups. Still a lot of connections this morning, so we've got a lot of time left. Come with your call signs in orderly fashion, if possible, for Vicky, twice and slowly.
Bravo Delta Oscar, Kilo Echo 2, Bravo Delta Oscar, mobile in and out. Kilo, Quebec 4, Oscar, Romeo Kilo, KQ4, ORK in the mobile. November 2, Juliet, Papa Delta. November 2, Juliet, Papa Delta.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot.
Kilo Charlie 1, Sierra, Yankee, Quebec. Kilo Charlie 1, Sierra, Yankee, Quebec, in and out.
Kilo Charlie 5, Lima, Whiskey, Yankee. Kilo Charlie 5, Lima, Whiskey, Yankee.
Kilo 0, Golf India, Sierra. Kilo 0, Golf India, Sierra.
Kilo 5, Yankee, November uniform, A5, YNU, all built.
Okay, we got a good list here, and I'm going to move for speed and just do the calls from the bottom up. KR4, EMM, K5YNU. Florent, you're mobile on this list. You're going to be one of the first ones. Hang tight. KOGIS, KC5LWY, KC1SYQ. David from Essex Junction, you're an IO this morning. Have a great weekend. KC2JPQ, VA3CRF. You're the mobile as well. Hang tight. K4HD, N2JPD, N4KHZ. John from Rochester, New York, you're an IO. Have a great weekend. Thanks for checking in. KQ4ORK Barry, you're the first mobile here, so hang tight. And we just also said at the top of the list, KE2 BDO Richard from Schuyler Falls, New York. You were an IO. Thanks for checking in this morning. Let's do our mobiles here. We have 3 of them. Barry in Apopka, Florida. KQ4ORK. Barry, does your spouse or family listen to the Morning Brew with you?
Good morning and a happy Friday to everybody on the Brew Crew. Unfortunately not. My significant other could care less about all, as she refers to as my geek nerd hobbies. It's a shame. But it's all okay. I can give 2 craps about her painting with a twist. Hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. Back to their control, 73 KQ4, ORK in the mobile.
Well, you're honest, Barry, and that's what it's all about. Have a great morning. Jess in Depew, New York, N2 JPD.
Good morning to everybody on the Brew Crew. The answer to the question would be no. If I said Brew Crew to her, she thought it would be guys they drink beer with. Back to you, N2 JPD.
Dennis, it's funny you bring that up. I talked to somebody about that before too, and said the morning brew I do in the morning, and explained what it is, and they're like, you drink beer in the morning? I'm like, no, coffee. Have a great weekend. Let's go to Kevin in Canyon Country, California, heading over to the other coast, K4HD.
Good morning, and I am the only one up here in my house, so no one else listening. It's a safe place. Have a great weekend, everyone. 73 all the way around. Back to net control, K4HD.
All right, Kevin. Have a great, peaceful morning. Yeah, Dick said this morning after I said that, somebody asked me, do you drink beer in the morning? Dick said in the Zoom room, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, Jeff. You got to remember that. So I guess that's true. Let's go to, and I missed a couple of mobile stations, so I'm going to get to those right now. Vern in Watertown, Ontario, Canada, VA3CRF. Good morning, Vern.
Good morning, Jeff, and everybody on the net. Thanks for picking me up. Trying to get in for an hour. I was like, maybe something's wrong with my phone. I think I got stepped on 4 times. 70 degrees up here. It's going to be a nice hot day today. In terms of the question of the day, my wife is not up when I'm on the Morning Brew. I will say, however, 2 summers ago, she came with me to the meet and greet. She was delighted to meet everybody. And as we left, she said, how do all these people know who you are? Hope everyone has a great day and a nice summer weekend. Only a few of those left. Take care, Jeff. VA3CRF.
Vern, well, there's very few of us ham operators left by comparison to the population of Earth. We've got to stick together. You have a great weekend. Thanks for checking in. Frank in Lancaster, Florin in Conroe, Texas, our other mobile station, K5YNU. Good morning, Florin.
Good morning, Jeff. Hey, everyone on the Morning Brew Crew. Jeff, yesterday we called me this morning. They're not listening with you because I'm tuning every morning on my way to work. And but I got it both, my wife and my son, they're studying for technician license. So we're heading the right direction. Back to the next one, so everyone have a blast weekend. Make some great memories. K5YNU mobile.
My memories are going to be next to the pool in this 100-degree heat we've got this weekend in Omaha here in the Midwest. Florin, have a great weekend. Let's go to Andrew in Galveston, Texas, KC5LWY. Good morning, Andrew.
Good morning all around. 73s. Sometimes, KC5LWY. Sometimes she does, sometimes she doesn't.
And this morning she is kind of intensely because whatever's coming in down the Gulf of Mexico, we got good weather here. It's sun shining. It's about 84 degrees, 85, climbing. And back to it. Sometimes she does, sometimes she doesn't. Kilo Charlie 5, Lima Whiskey Yankee down here at Galveston Bay. Thank you.
All right, Andrew, have a good one down there in Texas. Let's go to Frank in Lang, New York, KC2, JP2. Frank, it's the weekend. Fun Button Friday. Over to you.
Good morning, Jeff, and everybody listening to answer the question, no, it's just too early. I'm an early riser, I guess. And for this weekend, not much planned, but thank God it's Friday. Do something fun. Have a nice weekend, everybody. And I'll send it back to the net, KC2 JPQ.
All right, Frank, and you have a great weekend as well. Yeah, I'm just an old kid that still likes to play outside, and I'm going to do that this weekend. You have a good one. Danny, Nebraska, City, Nebraska. Always love to hear other fellow Nebraska stations. KOGIS. Danny, good morning. Over to you in Nebraska City.
It's a good day in Nebraska City today. And no, my wife doesn't directly listen. She might listen off in the back room there if she hears it. But she does, I'm sorry, she does support my hobby but doesn't really participate. I'll send it back to Net.
All right, Danny. Yeah, that seems to be the going trend for most of us here. Have a great weekend over there in Nebraska City. Vince, heading down to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. KR4EMM. Vince, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. That would be a no. I'm up hours before my wife, and I have no home station. I'm usually mobile in my truck at the local state park. So that's where I listen to Brew. So have a great day. This is KR4EMM. Back to the net.
All right, Vince. Have a great day down there in Florida. I don't think I'm keying with somebody. Let's go to Stephen in Brooklyn, New York. 82 KP.
Jeff, Vicky, and the rest of the Morning Brew crew. Oh, the wild loves the Morning Brew. Matter of fact, one of the first things she says in the morning to me is, what's the question of the day? I guess I'm pretty fortunate. Hope everyone has a great day and catch some of you on the Youth Net this evening. This is 82 KP back in net control.
All right, Stephen, yes, getting the creative juices flowing. Have a great weekend, sir. Let's go to Scott, one of our baristas, of course. We all know him from Buffalo, W2BLP. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, Jeff, Vicky, and everybody on the net. I'm sitting here chuckling. I wasn't going to listen to the brew because I had a doctor's appointment, and they called 10 minutes before I was supposed to leave and said, we've got to reschedule. I said, okay, I'll check into the brew. But, yeah, nobody listens to it with me because they're still sleeping. But they do ask what was the question of the day. I have relatives 375 miles away that when they call say, so what kind of questions you had on the Morning Brew lately? But with that, everybody have a great weekend. It looks like it's going to be a nice day here. This is W2BLT.
All right, Scott. Well, hope the reschedule goes good and all that. You got to check in this morning. Heck of a deal. And
You have a great weekend, sir. We'll talk to you again. Bottom of this list, KO4 QMM Roger from Umatilla, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning, Jeff. Sounding good this morning, and the Brew crew. And I was just noticing on the log sheet there that I 672. I guess that's how many times I've checked in. I was caught up with Scott there, BLT. It looks like he just hit 700 maybe today. So I thought that was interesting. And you can put me down for no family members listening in. And looking forward to having lunch with a couple ham enthusiasts today. Mike CMT, K2CMT, and Joe Sorrento Joe. So looking forward to that. And everybody have a great day. 73 KO4 MM.
Well, first off, have a great meet, everyone. It sounds like a good time. And enjoy yourself, and hope everyone else does as well. Be safe out there. And yes, secondly, yes, the 672 that is right next to your name is how many times you've checked in. We now have that on the log. You can see how many times everybody else has checked in, and you are definitely up there for sure with 672. Have a great weekend, Roger. We had Rex come in by the text line while we were doing that list. My name is Jeff, KE0GKF, with Vicky, KE8BKY, on the log. Come with your call signs twice and slowly. Let's get speed round going here.
Good morning. This is November 5, Bravo, Alpha, Alpha. I repeat, November 5, Bravo, Alpha, Alpha, mobile.
Kilo 5, Delta, Delta, Victor. Kilo 5, Delta, Delta, Victor. Mobile. Good morning. KD6, LIL. KD6, LIL.
Kilo 9 Sierra Hotel Tango. Kilo 9 Sierra Hotel Tango, Bruce. Kilo India 5 Charlie Yankee Lima. Kilo India 5 Charlie Yankee Lima.
Delta Zulu, Delta Romeo. Kilo, Delta Zulu, Delta Romeo. Cabin in Chicago.
Whiskey, Delta 8,
Kilo 4 FRR, Kilo
India
4 FRR.
WTHPIC.
Number 9, the Blue Indicator. Blue goes up 5K.
Kilo November 4, two-tone blue, KN4, TTB. In and out this morning, 73.
Kilo Fox 4, Uniform Sierra Romeo.
Okay, I'm going to grab it right there. It gives us enough to round out the net here. KF4 USR, K4, KN4, CTB. Steve, you were in and out from Largo this morning. Have a great weekend. KO4 FRR, WD8PIC, KD9 ZDR, and I'm going to tell you right now, we'll get to you here, Kevin. You were really, really hot. Your audio is distorting. You're at the high side of the bandpass there for sure. Next time when we get to you, just back off the mic or turn it down, or both. Moving up the list, KI5CYL, K9SHT, KD6LIL. Couple of mobile stations which we'll get to first, K5DDV and N5BAA, both mobile. You guys are up first.
And at the top of the list, we have KJ4LXJ Rex. Let's do the two mobile stations on this list, Blake in Sugar Land, Texas, N5BAA. And everyone on this list, the question is, does your spouse or family listen to the Morning Brew with you? Blake, over to you.
Well, good morning to all on the Morning Brew. This is Blake driving in Houston, here in Houston, Texas, about 9 miles from the N5Z Ray Repeater, hoping I'm coming in all right. It's probably been about 3 or 4 months since I've been able to check into this net, ever since I graduated to college a few months ago. So I'm happy to be on and having my schedule align with the time that I can check in. Nobody has ever listened to the Morning Brew with me. I don't currently live with anybody. I'm in my new apartment, which I only have VHF capabilities, so if I'm listening, it's via Echo Link. So nobody's listened to it before, but I have had it on my little handheld in the office before, before the workday started. So a few people have listened to it with me. They haven't been family members. That's all I've got for this morning. Back to you from N5BAA, Houston, Texas.
All right, Blake. You have a great weekend. Thanks for checking in. Let's go to our other mobile station, Sean in Cypress, Texas, K5DDV.
Good morning, everyone on the Brew Crew. Mobile here in Cyprus. No one in the family listens in. Actually, I'm the only ham in my family. But usually when I'm listening in or on the radio, I'm mobile on the way to work in the morning, and that's when I'm listening in, so there's no one else with me. Anyway, y'all have yourselves a good weekend. Stay safe and stay blessed, and we'll catch y'all again down the log. This is K5DDV 73, everyone.
All right, Sean, thanks for checking in, and everyone, and Sean yourself, stick around for the morning, or the second cup, coming up in about 3 or 4 minutes, as fast as I can get through this list. Let's go to KJ4LXJ Rex in Crystal River, Florida. Good morning, Rex.
Good morning to you and all the Brew Crew out there. Every once in a while, my wife will listen in with me. She gets a kick out of where all the different stations come from, especially the New York ones, since that's her kind of home state. But usually I listen by myself, but like I said, every once in a while she'll listen in with me. KJ4LXJ, back to the net.
All right, Rex, have yourself a great weekend. Thanks for checking in. Jim in Oroville, California, heading over to California, KD6IL. Good morning, Jim.
Yeah, good morning to you, Jeff, Vicky, and everybody else listening. No, I'm working on it. Girlfriend isn't showing much interest, and my brother a little bit, but not too much there either. Anyway, just starting my first cup of coffee, and enjoy listening to you all. Have a good weekend. KD6LIL.
Well, thanks, Jim, and we appreciate you checking in your early morning over there. Have a great weekend. Bruce, Port St. Lucie, Florida, K9SHT. Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning to everybody in the net. Just woke up, so yeah, I'm having my coffee mocha right now. So just want to say hi to everybody. Hope everybody have a great day and a great weekend. K9SHT, back to next drill.
Yeah, Bruce, I'm a graduate of Phi Cappuccino. Have a great weekend. Let's go to Winston in Lubbock, Texas, KI5CYL. Good morning, Winston.
Good morning. Hope everybody has a great day. Nobody let me to work when I get on. So everybody have a good day. Nice talking to you.
Well, thanks, Winston. You have a great weekend, sir.
Let's go to Kevin in Chicago, Illinois, 9ZDR.
Morning. Thanks for picking me up. I hope I have to keep reminding myself this mic is hot and to back it down a little bit. So thank you for doing that. And yes, my wife listens with me, and my dog listens with me. Hazel, as a matter of fact, she reminds me if I forget when it's time to get on the Brew Crew. So Hazel is a big fan. Yeah, she's a 4-year-old. 100-pound pit bull, and she loves the Brew Crew. So, good morning to everyone. Everybody have a fantastic day. Thanks for checking me in. Back to Net Control. This is Kilo Delta 9, Zulu Delta Mobile in Chicago.
Well, all right, Kevin. Thanks for checking in this morning and give the dog a little snack for us. Let's go to Bob in Sylvania, Ohio, WD8PIC. Bob, over to you.
Okay. Well, I live with a roommate, and it depends on whether he's busy or not, whether he listens or not, but he is here. By the way, I want to thank Ben, K8PWK, for the repeater, because the other 2-meter site is still on the air, but it's not connected to the net. I don't know whether something failed or what, but it hasn't been on the net for a while. And the owner of the repeater told me that it's working, but that there was a problem. So he knows about it. Everybody have a great rest of the day. Thank you for letting me in here. And 73 and sunny here. Back to net, WD8PIC.
Well, Bob, thanks for checking in this morning. Have a great weekend. We've got 3 more left on this list, and we'll go to Dick and Vicky here. Joe in Sorrento, Florida, one of our network facilitators, K04FRR. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, Jeff, in the Morning Brew. This is Joe, K04FRR. I would have to say no, unless my dad's listening in the other room. I'm the only one. I'll be heading to Mr. Rogers momentarily, so that's about it. Have a good day, everyone.
And then I realized after I said your call, Joe, I'm like, oh, K0. I always get those messed up, but I usually get them right. Have a great morning. Have a great time, too, coming up. James in Sanford, North Carolina, KF4USR. Good morning.
Good morning, Jeff and Annette. This is KF4USR. No, my wife is, she's at work. She's long gone. I'm the only one at the house retired here. So, anyways, everybody have a great morning. Thanks for getting me in there. It's KF4USR 73.
All right, James, have a great weekend. And at the bottom of the list here, to round out and put a ribbon on the net for us, is Daryl in Epsom, New Hampshire, WB1DXN. Good morning, Daryl.
Morning to the Brew Crew. Hopefully I'm making it in there. Am I making it in okay?
You're loud and clear, Daryl. Go ahead and put a ribbon on the net for us here. Does your spouse or family listen to the Morning Brew with you?
No. Amateur radioactivity was at best tolerated at times. So I had difficulties getting online today. One of my hotspots wasn't working. I got another one working and got into here late. Thank you for taking me, and thank you for everybody being on the net today. And take care. Have a safe day. WB1DXN clear. Back to net.
All right, Daryl, and thanks for wrapping up the net for us, too. It was a great net, everyone. 146 check-ins, just short of 100. check-ins today. What a net. Everybody have a great weekend. The second cup is coming up with Dick and Vicky. Of course, stick around and check in and say good morning to them. Dick will put about 20 seconds of delay in there for stations that need to disconnect and connect. Everyone have a great morning. 7-3, everybody, on behalf of Bill, Vicky, Dick, everyone else, Mark, and everyone else in the Zoom room this morning, and all of us here at the East Coast Reflector. 7-3, everybody. KEF clear.
Thank you, Jeff. Good morning, everyone. This is Dick WB2JPQ, along with Vicky, K8BKY. Who's been on the keyboard for the last 2 hours. We'll be bringing you the second cup today. What is this, that Vicky? Number 125. We've been here with the second cup. We had... What can that be? I guess it's... well, we've only... So our tally only says 67 check-ins for me. I don't know why that's. Maybe we weren't keeping track when we first started the second cup back a while ago. And we started the second cup just to get people talking and try to get some new people in. It's much more slow-paced, relaxed. And we always like to find out what's on your mind. Like I mentioned earlier, we had a great time last night in the Zoom room with our town hall meeting, talking about radio etiquette. And we're really finding out that some of our users are bothered with some of the things, some of the slangs, like 73. It's not 73s, it's 7-3. I didn't realize that so many people were bothered by that. It's 7-3, not 73s. It's already plural. Just a little thing that popped up last night along, of course, with the Roger beefs. That was a hot item, which we don't allow. And the word Roger, I didn't think Roger. Some of these people say Roger at the end of their QSOs or Roger. I didn't think that annoyed people as much as it did. And of course, my favorite, phonetics. Totally overused, unnecessary for probably 95% of the time on the East Coast Reflector. If somebody really can't understand your call sign, maybe you got to use phonetics. But I don't think you'll ever see me using phonetics. I haven't used them in probably 20 years with my call sign, maybe longer. And I got to bet with somebody that we don't need them. But if the signal is that poor that they can't understand English without phonetics, I guess we don't need to bother talking to them, because something's wrong either with the system or with their setup or my setup. So there's no sense in using phonetics trying to get a call sign through that you won't be able to talk to them anyway. What else? I guess I mentioned the Roger beef, but there was just a good discussion last night. We took a lot of notes. I got some. Randy sent me a list this morning. Got to reset here, running right up to the wire. 2 minutes and 50-some seconds. But radio etiquette seemed to be a topic, and came up, like I said, and we're going to try to put some program together on proper radio etiquette. Like Ricky had put in this month's magazine, a full page on radio etiquette, just one subject, breaking into an existing QSO for a radio check. That radio check can wait. Let the QSO finish. That was a biggie. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling on. We already got Bob KQ8U via the text line this morning. So let's see if we have any mobiles. Any mobiles like to get in here and maybe discuss what's on your mind this morning, or discuss some of the topics that I mentioned that came out of our town hall meeting last night. We got Vince also in here from Fort Lauderdale, KR4EMM, just popped in. Vince, mobile stations. Do I have any mobiles like to get into the second cup? Once again, this is Dick, WB2JPQ.
want to make.
Sounded like the Martha Stewart net connected up there a minute. We were talking about recipes. One last. What's going on? Get a chance to get in here. Any other mobiles, or any mobiles? I guess we don't have any mobiles, but we had a whole bunch of stuff keying up and people disconnecting, connecting, and so forth at the top of the hour, which we usually get. Do I have any mobiles like to get in here up first?
This is Kilo Juliet 5 Foxtrot Oscar X-Ray KJ5 FOX Chad, Hutto, Texas.
Well, good morning, Chad. You're the only one that I hear here, Mobile, this morning, KJ5FOX. What's on your mind this morning, Chad? And welcome to the second cup.
Well, good morning. Thanks for letting me in. I'm on my way to work. Driving from Hutto to LaGrange, Texas, and I haven't had the radio on too long. Actually, kind of listening to some podcasts this morning and whatnot. So about 20 minutes, or I'm not even 20 minutes, probably about 10 minutes out from LaGrange right now. Made it to Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope everybody has a great day and a good, strong finish to your week, and I hope everybody has a good weekend. Like I said, I haven't been on that long, so I heard a little bit about phonetics, so I don't know all the topics that you might be talking about, but I'll pass it back over to you and see if there's anything that I missed that might want to address.
Certainly listen along, and if something comes up, jump back in. I do want to tell a lot of our Houston stations that Charlie WA5AIR from the South Coast Reflector has added several repeaters in the Houston Woodlands, north of Houston, Montgomery, Porter, Houston, New Waverly, and what was the other one? Conroe, I guess. Added 4 or 5 repeaters full-time to the East Coast Reflector from that area. I posted on Facebook yesterday the frequencies in the cities. So for the people in that affected area, you might want to go to East Coast Reflector Facebook page and get a listing of them with the PL tones, because they are full to the East Coast Reflector. I heard a gentleman this morning, just a little while ago, say someone from that area, and he only had VHF. Well, there is a VHF repeater, 147.12, north of Houston. So pretty well saturated. So for the Houston people, go check out what's been added. Let me go up to Bob, KQ8U. Good morning, Bob. We saw you late last night in the town hall meeting. What's on your mind this morning? And what did you get out of the meeting last night?
Morning, Dick and Vicki. It was a great meeting. I was taking in, relaxing my back before. One question, in terms of answering Roger, you watch on a TV show, Police and Fire, they always say, copy that, copy that. I've never heard of that. In the military, Army, Mars, anywhere. It's always, Roger, copy it. It must be something the TV stations come up with, but that's the only thing that I had to want to mention about it. Got the net, with you.
Oh, thanks, Bob. Good morning to Vince. I got you, Tim, from Windsor, VE3TCS. Got you popped up on the log sheet. Get to you in just 1 minute, Tim. Good morning to Vince in Fort Lauderdale. What's on your mind this morning, Vince? KR4EMM. Good morning again.
Good morning. I guess my question today would be a very simple one for you guys to answer. I'm running a mobile station with a window clip antenna, signal stick antenna. Not permanent. I gotta take care of that. But my question is, how am I broadcasting? Are you guys picking me up clearly? And I guess my next not question, but I just wanted to thank you guys. I'm learning a lot, just being on the Morning Brew and this etiquette net that you were thinking of running. I think it's a great idea. Newham, basically a month and a half, and any information I get is helpful. And I am guilty of 73, so I want to say 7-3 to you guys, and have a wonderful day. Thank you.
I didn't think it was such a big deal till last night, but you hear that a lot. It's 7-3, not 73, so that's all good. Nobody went to jail for putting an S on 73, that's for sure, 7-3. And yeah, you're getting in pretty good. You have a little bit of pass noise, but you're doing pretty good, Vince. I don't know how close you are to that 7-9 repeater. I'm not exactly sure where it is. They tell me it's on a high-rise down by the ocean in Fort Lauderdale, somewhere where the ships come in, but that pretty much is the whole coast of Florida. So it's the best I can do for you. The Hollywood 444-150 repeater, 444-150, same PL885 as you got there on 7-9, is back into the system, so I don't know how close you are to Hollywood. I don't know if that would be another access point. That's a UHF access point for you, but that's at the Hollywood Memorial Hospital there in Hollywood, near Pembroke Pines, I guess it is. So anyway, we'll let you know on the other as we progress. We do something on radio. That has come up several times in the SWL Net as well as our town hall meetings. Let me go to Tim in Windsor, Ontario, VE3ATC. Tim is always here in the morning, and he's checked into the second cup here 11 times. So good morning, Tim, VE3TCS. How are you doing this morning? What's on your mind, Tim?
Morning, Dick. VE3TCS here, Tim. I think there may be some kind of an internet link problem between the GM repeater and you guys. Lately, I've noticed some of our guys are keying up. I can hear them through the GM repeater, but the net control can't. So I don't know what that problem might be, but if somebody's qualified and has time, maybe they could look into that. I'm going to break. All right, I'm back. We're off today. One of my daughters and my son were going to a military honors funeral at the National Cemetery in Hawley, Michigan, for a well-decorated Vietnam vet. I very much respect. It's going to be quite a day. So anyhow, back to that.
We're unaware of any, exactly what problems are we having with that GM repeater?
I'm not exactly sure, Dick. Sometimes you guys pick us up right away, and other times we got to try a couple times. They get back in line, and they come back to us in a few minutes, and then they get through. But meanwhile, I hear everybody all the time that's trying to run through the GM repeater. Over.
There you go.
Ready? Well, we'll have to do some checking first. First time we've had any complaints. They're not connected full time, as you know. I don't know how long I guess they're connected on Fridays apparently for the second cup, but
I can reconnect it at any time. Many times we have to take it off. Well, I shouldn't say many. Sometimes during the morning brew we'll have to take it off for interference or something like that, but we try to reconnect it back. Who else do I have? New stations like to get in here this morning and speak what's on your mind, say hello, and just have a little bit of ham radio chit-chat here this morning. Call signs twice.
November 8 with Lima. Number 8 Whiskey Lima. J in Detroit.
Zero Ontario, Canada.
This is Kilo Juliet 5 Lima Charlie Oscar. Kilo Juliet 5 Lima Charlie Oscar. Bodie in Cherokee, Texas.
November 9er, Zulu Ida Baker. November 9er, Zulu Ida Baker.
Well, that was kind of a train wreck. We got N9ZIV. Good morning to you. Looks like Joe from West Seneca, AJ0EF. KJ5LCO. Very, very, very hot. Audio is quite distorted. Good morning to Tim, BE3TGN. And was that Jay from Detroit, Michigan, W8WJL. And I think there was another station in from the Rutland Center, New York. The Rutland, somebody is trying to come in from Rutland Center repeaters up in that area. Around Watertown, New York. You were very noisy. Do you want to try it again? I believe it was out of the call distance. It was not at 2. Is there somebody in that area that was trying to get in?
AJ0.
Okay, I'll bet you that wasn't Joe from West Seneca. Then it was probably AJ0EZ. All right. All right, let me go up. I know we got others. Let me work this list here. Then I'll get a list started. I'll send it over to Vicki and let her take a few as well here this morning. Good morning to Jay. We believe we have that right. There was kind of a train wreck in Detroit. N8WJL. Jay, what's on your mind this morning?
Yeah, I wanted to mention, just like Tim over in Canada, there's times when I can hear some of the guys local checking in. You guys can't hear them, but I can hear them loud and clear. So there is a problem with our system in Detroit. And there's one I was trying to get in, and I can get in because I got 16 orbit 440 beam there. It points downtown, and there's times you can't hear me either. So I'm just kind of letting you know. This is November 8th, Whiskey Lima, Jay in Detroit.
All right, Jay. Well, I need to tell you, just because you can hear them locally on your repeater does not mean we're going to hear them. Or does that mean Vicki, if she's logging, she's going to hear them? There might be somebody else that's on top of them. So that is not a problem. That's just a problem with so many on that high-profile machine trying to call in and say we get you and somebody else and somebody from another area calls in. So that's I don't think that's a real problem. Just because you hear them on your repeater and we don't, we're probably logging somebody else from another area at that time. But we'll pay attention. But we have no reports of any other issues. But thanks, Jay. Looks like you're new to this net, so first time user here on the second cup. Not new to the system, but new to the second cup. Tim in Windsor. Good morning to you, my friend. BE3TGN. How's your morning starting off? Tim, what's on your mind this morning?
Good morning, Net Control. This is their section up there. I just wanted to enjoy the net there. I don't have any complaints. I always seem to get through Detroit.
repeater, and that's me. I'm using a handheld to a handy, so I can, other than that, everything's just plain CBC trace repeater there, 7:30 p.m. and definitely enjoying that back to you there. This is the PPGN in Russia, 76, and thanks for being there.
Well, we certainly appreciate you being there every morning, and Vicki just said in the Zoom room, in our logging room, Tim, that you have such a distinct voice, you don't even need to give her your call sign. You key up, and she's got your call sign in by the time you get the V out. And that's the way it is. We get to know so many people and their voices that the call signs just seem to flow right out. Thanks for being there. KJ5LCO. Looks like you're new to this net. Welcome.
KJ5LCO. First of all, I'm sorry for the hot mic a while ago. Yeah, everything's great. First time check in. Appreciate you running the net. Enjoy listening to everyone from all over. I'm in Cherokee, Texas, about 90 miles northwest of Austin, Texas, and just enjoying a day on the tractor, the shredder, and I'll send it back to net control. Appreciate it, and you all have a great day. KJ5LCO.
Put a public email address in, and we can get a hold of you and send you a welcome letter and let you know everything that we have going here. It's something going all the time. There's every night of the week there's something going. I guess except Sunday nights. I guess is the only free night that we really have between the Zoom room and that's. Let's go to Joe in Adams Center, New York. Good morning, Joe. AJ0EB.
Good morning, AJ0EB. I am currently on Hampton Mountain in Adirondack Park, probably hour and a half away from the repeater, so quite a ways out. Here to check out a tower site that we have for work. Just arrived here at the top of the mountain. About all I have, AJ0EB.
I heard yesterday, or said yesterday to you, that you're kind of in my old world. Mountaintops repeater sites, that's my world. I'm an RF guy. And I would like to get a hold of somebody from that WB000Y repeater and can find out what is connected, what frequencies, PL tones, and coverage area, so we could get it on our map. I don't know. Would you be a contact? Do you know what's happening up there, Joe?
If you want to shoot me an email, I can probably find out some contact information for the computer owner for you.
Well, it comes up as WB200Y. I have not tried. I have not tried there, but okay. We'll do that, Joe, if we can't pursue. I didn't know if you were involved in the technical side of those, and I guess there's more than one repeater. I'm not sure, but thanks. We'll get back to you if necessary. Thanks for being here this morning. N9ZIV, Denville, Illinois. Good morning. ZIV. Dwayne, are you still with us?
We'll make Wayne in and out this morning. Vicky? Good morning to Memphis, Tennessee. Good morning, Scott. KY4NB.
Well, good morning there, Godfather, and everybody on the second cup. KY4NB, Elvis Barbecue Land. Well, Elvis Death Day today. They'll have a big candlelight vigil not too far from where we live. It's just quite a crowd, of course, and all night long. But anyway, if I want to get in that ruckus or not, as they say. But I've got a friend from work, used to work with that's going. So they always have a big group and a lot of fun. But anyway, we did run into Elvis earlier in the week at our favorite restaurant, and also an Archbishop in Canada. Elvis Priestley. Yes, I'm not making that up. Elvis Priestley. 73, 75, something like that. And still going strong, still singing Elvis songs. So that was fun to see him, that gentleman. But anyway, just get ready to go into work and maybe have a second cup of coffee and listen to the rest of this net. And it's hot and humid in Memphis, but that goes without saying. Thanks, Dick, and to everybody behind the scenes there, Miss Vicky and all. Everybody have a good Friday. KY4NB, back to net.
Well, thank you, Scott. I'm going to get a little list here going. We got Don from Hollywood, Florida. We got WB1DXN, Daryl. We got Rex from Crystal River. And I got Mark from Elma, New York here via the text line all queued up. Going to get a list started. I'd like to turn it over to Vicky, but it's hard to try to log and run the net at the same time. So let's take some new check-ins. We'll put these 4 in queue here. Vicky will get to you in just a minute. So who else would like to get in here this morning, have a little bit of a discussion with us on the second cup? Please give me your call sign twice. This is Dick, WB2JPQ.
HDC, KO4 HDC.
KD2 Kilo 4 Delta India Yankee.
Fox 7 with you in India.
Where was it for doubling this morning? We wouldn't have anybody. Good morning to Charles in Syracuse, KD2YUY. 54 Charles, there was a WLI, Whiskey Lima, India.
Yeah, it was Kilo Foxtrot 7, Whiskey Lima, India. Kilo Foxtrot 7, Whiskey Lima, India.
All right, we got you. KF7WLJ. We got Dean, Homosassa, Florida, KK4DIY. And we had a K9 Alpha something or maybe like that, a K9. Kilo 9 Sierra Hotel Tango. That's your Bruce. And I don't know if it was you or somebody else that said we don't recommend it on the East Coast reflector. That doesn't work. It's great for, local nuts and that, but we do not recommend that. It causes more problems than it's worth. Whoever that was, I heard it a couple of times this morning on the Morning Brew as well, so we do not recommend doing that. We got you, Bruce. We got Vern, VA3 Sierra. I don't know, you were having issues there this morning, Vern. I don't know what was going on. Somebody went back to you, and you weren't there, which is not like you. But we got you now. And we got William, KO4HDC. And like I said, we got Mark, Rex, Zero, and Don. I'll send it over to Vicky. She's going to start with Don, my friend Don from Hollywood, Florida. Over to you, Vicky. This is Dick, WB2JPQ.
This is Vicky, KY on the second cup, and Like you said, we'll start out with that, W4 CPX.
Good morning, Vicki. Everybody on the second cup, and Dick, my friend. Real happy down here to get the Memorial repeater back up and running on the East Coast reflector. One of my main gripes with all this stuff is anytime people are in a queue cell, every time they key up, they don't need to send their call sign out every time they key up between two people. Every 10 minutes is what's called for, not every time you key up. Drives me nuts. Back to you, Vicki. Have yourself a good day.
Yes, thank you, Don. Let's jump down to Lucas, KF7WLI.
Good morning, everybody. This is KF7WLI. First time checking in, new here to Texas, if you couldn't tell by the call sign. Just trying to figure out what's what down here and what I can hit from where while I'm on the road. But that's all the traffic I got. I'll turn it back over to Next Control.
Glad to have you. Drive safely. Next up, Daryl, WB1DXN.
Again here, good morning to Vicki and Dick and the rest of the crew. Second cup, I just barely made the first cup this morning. I got to wrap it up, put the ribbon on it this morning because I had some issues getting online. But anyway, on this here, I've got, Dick was saying something about no need to give phonetics all the time, but sometimes my ears can't distinguish between some letters, and so it helps me sometimes with giving phonetics. But the biggest thing I've pet peeve about, so I got to ask this dumb question about when you give your call sign. I was out of amateur radio probably for about 15 years, and so got back to lots of new things, digital, all kinds of other stuff, and now I hear people giving their call sign, and they say for identification, or call sign for ID, or ID or identification, and then they give their call sign. Is that the new protocol? And I asked a question last night and on another net, and not only that, there was that other question too about how often you have to identify, and one guy was saying one thing and all kinds of other things, and so for nets, I guess it wasn't always, you don't always have to identify. It didn't seem logical. It seems like to be away from the FCC rules and regs. So maybe I built enough on you and straighten me out, and maybe I'll be a better amateur radio operator. WB1DXN, back to net control.
I'll reply back to you, Daryl, on that one. I don't want to put Vicki on the spot, but my philosophy on when you say your call sign, why else would you say your call sign if it wasn't for ID? When you are talking to somebody in public or on the telephone and you give them your name, you don't say, that's my name. So when you give your call sign, you don't need to say that's for ID. That's the only reason that you're giving your call sign is for ID, to meet the FCC 10-minute requirement. There's no other reason to give your call sign. So that is a ridiculous thing that people come on and say for ID, because the only reason you're giving your call sign is to identify your station. Back to you, Vicki. This is WB2JPQ.
All right, thank you for that. Next up, Rex, RJ4LXJ.
Good morning to you this morning, Miss Vicki and Dick. I recently found out my cousin and her husband out in Tennessee have been hams for years. She's a extra and he's a technician, and they kind of gave up on the radio because no activity where they were at. So I got them connected up to Echolink, and they seemed to enjoy it, but they didn't feel like they were talking on a radio with the Echolink, so I sent them my MMDVM hotspot and my Yaesu Fusion HT, and boy, they are loving it. They're hoping to take it up to their local ham club and maybe talk to them about getting one of their repeaters on the East Coast reflector. But I'm kind of glad I got them interested in the hobby again. KJ4, LXJ, back to the net.
Sounds great. If you need any help from us, just let us know. Next up, Mark, KE2EDS.
Good morning, Dick, and the rest of the cup. Yeah, not much here to complain about. Everything's good. Going to the fair once again this afternoon. Supposed to be a beautiful day, not as hot. And looking forward to next week. We're looking at highs in the 70s instead of the upper 80s, 90s. I am a guy that likes coolness. I want to just say, everyone, happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend. KE2EDS.
Thank you, Mark, and enjoy the fair. Next up, we have KO4HDC. You go by William or Bill?
4HTC, you can call me Bill, you can call me William, you can call me anything but late for breakfast.
Breakfast happens way too early in the morning to cook. Did you have anything else you wanted to add?
Done for the day, thank you.
All right, have a good day. Next up, Vern, VA3 CRF.
On the net. Thanks for picking me up. Just wanted to demonstrate to Dick and yourself I can actually check in via radio, because I usually check in on the Echolink. I'm not sure what was going on this morning. I think I may have been stepped on about 4 times on Echolink, so I disconnected from ECR 9050 and then logged on to one of Dick's repeaters and was glad to finally get through. So I know Tim had mentioned, I know others, there may have been some issue on Echolink today, because that normally doesn't happen. Tried for about an hour to check in. Anyway, Vicky, always appreciate your work on the net. Always nice to hear Dick in there. And I hope that everyone has a nice weekend. It's going to be a nice summer weekend up here. The Canadian National Exhibition is on. We got tickets, probably go next week. And we don't have too many summer weekends left. Take care, Vicky. VA3 CRF 73.
Thank you, Vern. And just so you know, you did actually get through about 3 times. I think you just weren't hearing your call sign when it was called on the list. No big deal, though. Next up, Bruce, K9SHT.
Hi, good morning to everybody in the net, and interesting topics. Interesting. I'm an easygoing type of guy, and
Bruce, are you still there? Oh, you're welcome to come back if you can get back in. Next up, KK4 DIY.
KK4 DIY, Gene in Homosassa, Florida. Good morning, Vicki and everybody out there. This I guess in Homosassa right now it's 85 degrees, 89, no, 90 degrees already, going up to a high of 93. That's what's predicted. So it's going to be another summer day here in Florida. Thanks, Vicki. Have a great one. 73, KK4, DIY.
All right, thank you very much. Next up, Charles, KD2YUY.
Oh, good morning, Vicki, and good morning, everybody listening in on the second cup. What's on my mind? Well, frustration with our local repeater that's usually connected to the East Coast reflector. It had been still repeating, but now it's completely down. And for a while, it just has not been connected to East Coast reflector. Thank goodness we have Echo Link that I can get through. And on a side note, I do have a hotspot, and today I've got a DMR radio coming to the house. So learning DMR and try and get that hooked up, and I'll probably be hitting the Zoom room looking for help to try and get that figured out. That's what's on my mind. And I've got a dog that has to go to the vet today. And 73, all back to net control, KD2YUY.
Are you talking about the Armory Square repeater?
Yes, I am. I've been trying it a couple of times with my HT, and it just was not connecting at all. So it seems like it's down completely now.
Alright. Six said he'll take a look, but he's not sure. Next up, Anthony, W2AJZ.
Good morning, Vicki, and good morning, Bill, and good morning to everyone on the net. Hope everyone's well. I had my coffee this morning, so I'm in good shape, and I wish that for all of you. And it's a pleasure to check in. Vicki, you're doing a fabulous job. Keep it up. W2AJV. Back to net control, 7-3 clear.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. We have N6QDY in the list, but first we're going to take some more check-ins. This is Vicky, K8, BKY in the second cup. Take some more check-ins twice and slowly, please.
This is W2KYM, Whiskey 2 Kilo Yankee Mike, Jim in Niagara Falls.
WD8PIC. WD8PIC.
KE2GIM, Kilo Edward 2, George Ida Mike.
Alpha India 5 X-Ray Romeo. Alpha India 5 X-Ray Romeo.
DA3KTJ. Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Tango Juliet.
KR4 FLZ, Kilo Romeo 4, Foxtrot Lima Zulu.
Alright, we got KR4 FLZ, VA3KTJ, AI5XR, KE2GIM, WD8TIC, W2KYM, and N6QDY. And it sounded like Brandon might be mobile care for FLZ. You were pretty scratchy. I know you're kind of headed away from the repeater, but we got you in there. We're going to go back to Charles, KD2YUY. Can you check to see if that repeater's working, please? Okay, if you're still there, you can pop back in sometime. Next up, N6QDY.
Hey, good morning, Vicky and Dick. Everybody in the Zoom room. Good to see everybody there. N6QDY. Thumbs up on all of the topics that were brought up that you spoke about in the Zoom room the other day, the town hall. So we're good on that. I'm on my regular day off today, so it allows me to check into the Zoom room more often. Let's see. Yeah, I need to go back to the map and check out on this side of the U.S. what repeaters are out here. I know Dawn has some on the 220 side, but I'm going to check that out. And let's see. Man, I can't wait to get my HS antenna up. Hopefully the bands are still good, but it's like anything else, right? The bands go in and out. So I've got everything set up here in the ham shack. So look forward to getting on HS soon. Anyways, back to you, Vicky. Thanks for doing what you do and having your second cup. We appreciate it, guys. N6QDY, back to net.
All right, thanks for stopping by, David. Jim, W2KYM.
Good morning, Vicky, and everybody on the net here. We finally connected other than Facebook. Hi. But, yeah, it's a beautiful day here in Niagara Falls. I'm going in through Fusion. Because I have a little bit of difficulty getting the repeaters that are tied into the ECR, and this is my only way of access through a hotspot. But I'm getting in, and that's what counts. All right, not much else going on. Getting ready to have coffee with the hams out in Lockwood, New York. We meet every Monday and Friday for a couple hours, and we just chew the fat, and basically that's it. So, other than that, hopefully next time you're in Niagara Falls, we'll definitely get an eyeball going, for sure. I didn't know you were in town, so I could have hooked up with the rest of you guys. 730, have a good day, have a great weekend too. W2KYM.
Hi, it's good talking to you. Next up, Bob, WD8TIC.
Good morning. And again, thanks to Ben for the repeater. I don't know why Jerry's is down, but hopefully it'll get back shortly. But hopefully you can solve whatever the problem is. Well, I got nothing planned for today. I've got fluid in the legs really bad, and I've got I've got it manageable with diet and so forth, but very strict diet, extremely low salt to the point where my roommate has to make me special meals. I can't find anything at the store. Well, he finds things and puts them together and makes me a meal. So I'm going for a heart ultrasound on the 20th, Doppler ultrasound of the heart. We did it about 15 or 20 years ago, but obviously it's worth another check. We've done everything else, so if that's fine, then I'll just have to live with it. Gonna have a nice day today. Like I said, got nothing planned and nothing planned over the weekend. Oh, I've got to visit my attorney. I'm getting a new roof put on my condo, so it's going to be noisy in here. These antennas do not have to come down, but I do have to take down a 6-meter loop and a low-band dipole temporarily. And speaking of the low-band dipole, they're going to put me up. It's 2 condos under the same roof, and the building is long enough. They're going to put me up 2 mounts, and one of my good sighted ham friends is going to help them out with advice. I'll be able to put my low-band dipole up and have it up completely without having it scrunched like it is now. So I'm excited about that. Back to net control, and both of us need roofs, and we got separate contracts for each half of the building, and I got to get a contract signed and get money for the roofer today. Back to net control, WD8PIC. You're doing a great job, Vicki.
My understanding is that Jerry has to go up and reboot something on the repeater. So it should be working again sometime. Next up, KE2GIM, Lewis.
Alright, 10-4, good morning to the net. Just hanging out here in Long Island. New ham. I'm actually looking in the process here, thinking and planning on setting up a permanent spot in my home for my radio setup. Right now I'm currently set up in my dining room, which my wife is overjoyed about, but I've been taking, people's advice here and there on different kinds of wires and antennas and things I could use to set up a permanent spot somewhere where I'm not bugging everybody in the house with the radio. But all I gotta say is, I miss Radio Shack. It's very annoying with these online things of Amazon or Gigaparts or whatever it is. You gotta research these things online, and they get to the house 2-3 days later, and you say to yourself, nope, that's not what I thought it was. And very annoying. I wish there was some way I could just walk in and physically look at things and touch them and find out what goes into what. But I guess that's not the world we live in anymore. But that's all I got going on today. Thanks for having me, and back to you guys.
Well, we're glad to have you. We have an Ask a Number meeting in Zoom room every first and third Thursday, 8 o'clock. You're welcome to come and ask any questions or just kind of hang out and listen. You can access the Zoom room on the ECR website at eastcoastreflector.com. Next up, KE2GIM. Sorry, I looked at the wrong line. AI5, XR, Jacob.
And visiting from Texas. I just heard you call for check-ins for the net. I figured I'd jump in and check in. Go ahead and send it back to net control. This is AI5 XR.
Alright, good to have you. Stop back anytime. Last on this was CA3 KTJ.
Morning, Vicki, and everyone on the net. It's a beautiful, pleasant morning here in LaSalle, Ontario, Canada. It's good to hear your voice, Vicky. Thank you so much for what you're doing for the net and all the activities. Hope everyone had a great weekend. That's neutral. This is VAC KTJ, back to my control.
Thank you. I appreciate it very much. Before we close the net up, we'll try Charles KD2YUY one last time. See if maybe that repeater's working now.
November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo. November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo.
Roger. Go ahead, finish up the net.
ECY, good morning, clever cousin Vicky. Thanks for serving a second company, including me in the list. November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo. On my mind, the guys at the National Hurricane Center ring a bell on August 11th. That is the real start of the North Atlantic hurricane season. And right on cue, we have Aaron out there approaching. The G sound, the G named storm, is for Gabrielle, who happens to be one of my twin cousins. Vicky, I wanted to know, am I a member of the 300 Club in the check-in yet? November 4, Roger, I'm enthusiast. Return to net.
If you're asking if you're over 300 check-ins on the Morning Brew, yeah, you're at 560. All right, we also have a PE1 NUL, but it's after 10 o'clock, so we're going to put you in and out. Thanks for stopping by. This is Vicky, K8VKY, returning the reflector back to normal amateur use.
WB2JPQ is still around, Dick, and HON.
Good morning.
Dick, I heard that conversation during the second cup by Mike here in Grosse Pointe Park, or Detroit, outside of Detroit, by the way. Heard that conversation about from a number of operators regarding the GM repeater, and I just wanted to let you know that I've experienced issues in the past where the net control did not copy my transmission through there rather, and since I've been using my All-Star node with my HT, I listen on the input of the repeater for anyone in the area when they check in. And several times in the last week, I've heard stations loud and clear on the input, but net control doesn't hear them. So it may be a type of intermittent switching issue or something. So I just wanted to add that to your list. And HON.